Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Razr 70, and today I will show you how you can capture a screenshot on this phone. So, to get started, there's one thing that I quickly want to mention, which is, for purposes that people might have even clicked for this video on, sometimes you won't be able to capture a screenshot. So I'm going to first be showing you how to do this, but I'm also going to later on explain cases where you won't be able to capture it and why this is the case, and also potentially maybe how to find some kind of a workaround to this. So first things first, to capture a screenshot, you will want to open up the content that you want to capture. Make sure that whatever you want to have visible in that screenshot is right now visible on your screen. Once that is the case, simply press the power button and volume down at the same time, and you get the screenshot with edit, share, delete options visible right here. If you don't do anything, this will disappear on its own. And when it disappears, you can find it in your Photos application. Now, I am not signed into a Google account, which does change a little bit how this page looks like. Typically, if you're in the Photos tab, you will have your photos and videos visible. And then in Collections, which will be in the middle right here as a third option that is right now not visible, you will have your albums in there. And you can see the labels for these albums right here, like screenshots or screenshots right here, screen recordings right here. If I were to capture photos, that would be another album visible right here. Typically that's in Collections, separated, which in your case, that's probably where you're going to be looking for a screenshots album. And in that album, you'll be able to find all your screenshots that you've captured over the time of using this device. Now here's a screenshot that I have captured right now. Now, quickly mentioning the case where you want to be when you want to be able to capture a screenshot, it's going to be in applications that contain sensitive informations. So, as an example, one, which you might have even probably clicked on this video for, would be your bank application. Bank applications block screenshots and screen recordings, as it's the same kind of feature. In case you have some kind of malware on your device that is trying to use screenshots or screen recordings to see what kind of pins and passwords you use to access your bank. And with this kind of measurement, they just cannot see anything. Screenshots are completely unallowed to be taken, while screen recordings would present them with a black screen. So nothing would be visible on it. And this is done for your privacy and security, and more or less privacy and security of your funds too. Now, if you probably wanted to capture some kind of confirmation of a payment as a screenshot, you can't do it through a screenshot. But banks, luckily, for the most part, as far as I know, give you the option to download a confirmation file of a payment. And you do so by opening up that payment. And then when you have it open, somewhere in the corner, like right here, you'll find three dots. When you click on it, it gives you a list of options, which one of them would be akin to basically downloading a confirmation. I don't know how it's called in your case for your specific bank, so that's something that you're going to need to look. But look for something that would imply that it's a confirmation of the transaction. And you can also see this in places that don't do it to protect the privacy and security of the user. They do it to protect themselves from piracy. That would be things like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, and all that garbage. And I find this problematic because I have never given them permission to do so. They do it out of their own free will without ever even asking me to be able to do so, nor giving any kind of pop-ups. And I have never owned any account with any of these platforms. Therefore, I have never allowed this in terms of service or use, which that kind of argument just completely falls out the window. And for that reason, just opening up an application doesn't justify an application being able to change how I can use my device. So it's a massive overstep of what the piece of shit application can do. And for Netflix purposes, it's pre-installed in a lot of devices. It was on my Samsung. So, because it was, I will be showing you how you can circumvent this piece of shit trash, which has no place in business being on it, because I don't allow it. In terms of service, which I have never agreed to, can't tell me that I did. So, we're not going to be using any of these applications themselves. Instead, we're going to be using our browser for this. Reason for that is, when application is being created, it can choose to block it or not. And if it does this, there's no option for you to change. So you only need to find workarounds, which would obviously not include the application. So in case right here, we're going to be doing a little quick Google search. There we go, pstream MOV alternatives. Now, the reason I recommend Google is because it gives us the Reddit results, and the reason I'm searching for some kind of weird arbitrary term right here is because it's one of the sites that I used to show for this purpose, specifically for this example, but it's been taken down. Information still exists, but you can search for anything else, like free alternatives to Netflix or anything like that. Now, if we click on this link, you can see we have some links right here to navigate to. Now, this is a small sample, and I know that some of them already don't work, such as this one. But it's the knowledge of how to find them that is better. So nothing here might even work, but you know how to find it differently. So again, any kind of streaming platforms, free alternatives would give you some examples. And always use Google and look for r/piracy Reddit. Now, legally speaking though, this is labeled as a r/piracy, so I do want to kind of point this out just in case. For screenshot purposes, if you own an active subscription, you can go to any of these sites, capture whatever content you want right there through screenshots, and you're completely good to go. You can share it, legally speaking, as far as I am aware, without any kind of problems. Now, if you do not own any kind of subscription to the platform that you would be capturing the content from as an exclusive, as an example, then that could be also considered piracy. It's not just sharing, it's actually viewing as well that is considered piracy, so be aware of that. And for video purposes, like screen recordings, which you can also do, it basically would limit you to 30 seconds if you're planning to share it online. Anything above that would be subject to a copyright, so be aware of that. And also check it to be absolutely certain that it's 30 seconds and I'm not just misremembering it. But anyway, anything viewed through here would be through a browser, so it won't be able to block it, and you're good to go. So just a little solution for potential problem. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.